Hey, y'all. It's Nay, and I'm back with another message. So, for today's message, I really just want to talk about how it's very, very important to make sure that who you're seeking advice from or who you're getting advice from is actually credible, okay? So, let's take it back, all right? We in college, we doing a college essay, and you know how the professors, they don't play about citations, okay? In text citations, there's a certain way that you have to reference where you got your research or your references from, right? So usually at the end of the essay, you have to um, format it in a specific order or whatever, so that they're able to go and research the article or the book, whatever the chapter that you got your information from. And I just feel like if we apply this to real life, if we apply this to our relationships, family ships, friendships, work ships, it's very important that who you're seeking advice from or who you're listening to, who's giving you advice, is a credible reference. You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with age, because I think people get it all fucked up. They think that because you're a specific age, you're automatically wise. And that's BS, because we know people who are in their 50s who are still cuckoo. We know people who are in their 60s and 70s who are still cuckoo, who are literally grown women in these adult bodies, or grown men in these adult bodies. So it really matters on that person's experiences in life and the things that they have overcame and the karmic lessons that they have learned from, so that they're not in these same cycles. A lot of people think just because they're older, they're wiser, but they still are living in the same karmic cycles because they still have not put God first, or put themselves first, or realize their worth, or are actually in their purpose. So you make sure when you're getting advice from people, these are people who actually put God first, who knows their worth, who knows what they're doing on this earth, you know what I'm saying, who been there, done that, who is not still playing with fire. Like, a lot of people want to give you advice, and then you look at their life and it's like they're still in these same karmic cycles. Okay, a karmic cycle is literally a bad cycle. Karmics are counterfeits. Karmics can be counterfeits, as in people who are like fake, who haven't actually gone within, who don't know their true purpose. Karmics can be people who are, cheaters, who never want to settle down. These could be a karmic. Karmics can be people who are just toxic. Karmics can be people who don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? It's karmic. Karmics is just, someone can be karmic because they don't have no drive, no motivation. They could just be bummy. Someone can be karmic because they want to juggle multiple people, multiple energies. They don't want to just commit to one. That could be a karmic situation. A job can be karmic because it has a toxic environment. People are always gossiping. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through certain experiences in life, it's up to you to pass these tests that God is putting on your path, or even the devil tries to put on your path, okay, with little obstacles and people, places, and things. It's up to you to pass these actual tests. So when you're seeking advice from people, and let's do examples. So if you're seeking marriage advice, you don't want to go to someone that's just been married for 25 plus years, but they're not actually happy in their marriage, but they're actually being controlled. They don't have a say. Them and their partner is not seeing eye to eye. It's not a marriage that you actually want. It's not a marriage that you aspire to have yours to look like. These are people that's not credible. Yes, they've been in a marriage for this long, but it could be a karmic cycle. It could be, you know what I'm saying? So you want to get advice from someone who's married, but they actually like their partner, okay? They actually love their wife. They love their husband. They are actually, in a happy union. You know what I'm saying? They know how to overcome situations and problems that took place. They know how to never make each other go to sleep mad. They know how to resolve issues without stepping out of line and stepping out of the house. These are the type of people that you want to talk to. Just because someone has years in doesn't mean that they're actually wise. Doesn't mean that they actually passed all the tests. Doesn't mean that they're not still in a karmic cycle. Okay, so now we're talking about friends. If you want to befriend someone, or you're getting advice from certain friends, you need to see how they are. How are they friends? How do they treat their other friends? Do they come through for their friends? Do they act like their birthday is just their day? Do they, include themselves? Are they really a nice and genuine friend? You know what I'm saying? Because People will be trying to give you advice that's literally not even credible. Like, if you're seeking advice about a relationship or something like that, make sure that who you're talking to is not karmic. Make sure who you're talking to is not toxic, because guess what? They're going to tell you, oh, F that relationship. We outside. We in the streets. Nobody is serious. Nobody going to commit. They're going to be giving you that vibe that you could never find love, that you should never trust someone, that you should never fall in love, that you should never, just give that person a chance or whatever. And it's like, you can't do that. You need to be around people or asking for advice from people who actually know God. Because then if they know God, they know that love is real. They know that love can actually happen. They know that love takes work, They know that love doesn't just fall from the sky. It might fall from the sky. You might meet your partner unexpectedly, and then y'all feel that really love connection. But it takes work, okay? Y'all are not going to like each other every day. Y'all going to get into arguments. But you have to still stick together. That don't mean you walk out of the relationship. You can't be talking to people that whenever they get into issues or problems with their partner, they outside cheating. You getting advice from a motherfucker like that, or someone who's been cheated on so long that they don't know true love. They don't understand a healthy relationship because they never seen a healthy relationship. They never been in a relationship. It's always been tit for tat with them. Why are you getting advice from them? If you're literally trying to seek a real loving relationship, you need to surround yourself with people that you can actually learn from and grow from, not fuck up from, okay? Not fall short from, okay? Because it's very important. Your happiness is important. You don't want to break your own heart by listening to people that have very, very bad advice, but because you see that they've been in a relationship for a long period of time, you think that that's a credible source. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how long the book is. It does not matter how long the article is, if it does not have really like real life facts. If there's no logic behind it, it doesn't matter. You can write a whole story full of bullshit. Okay, and people be in these long relationships full of bullshit. Even friendships, y'all talking about each other, y'all hating on each other, and then y'all get back cool because you like, oh, I knew her for years. That's not a credible friendship. It's not a credible friendship. You was just dogging that girl. You was just talking down on that girl. You wasn't even supporting that girl. But you feeling like, oh, that's still your friend. You still gonna chop it up with them because y'all knew each other for 20 plus years. Who gives a fuck? You're going to meet a lot of people that you're going to know for a long period of time. That don't mean that they become credible. That don't mean that that's supposed to be your friend. We have to start placing people in the positions that they belong, okay? Everybody is not your friend. And everybody is not wise enough for you to be getting advice and stuff from. You got to make sure you're being careful with the people that you're getting advice from, okay? You talking to someone that is newly divorced. That bitch still ain't healed. That man probably still ain't healed. So their advice might not be the best. Their advice might not be the best. They might be in a state of mind where they're like, forget love. This girl been cheating on me. You know what I'm saying? Our relationship didn't work. I'm over that, and they might not really be giving you advice from the heart. They're giving you advice from anger. They're giving you advice from lust or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you are really taking advice from people that is credible. I know my last video I posted, it was about love is coming back, okay? So if you're aspiring to be in a real loving relationship, make sure that who you're getting advice from is actually credible, is not a hater. Because some people will be hating on the fact that you want true love, or hating that you found someone that you have a true connection with. You ever met someone like that? Like they just be hating. It's never nothing positive when you're explaining this person and how much you love this person, and there's something about this person, and they giving you the side eye whole time because they never experienced that, so they don't understand that. In their world, that's impossible. In their world, you're crazy. You sound nuts. It's never gonna last. It doesn't work. Love is fake. Love ain't real. And you listening to them, and now you're feeling discouraged. Now fear done got in you. Now you and your relationship can't progress because you listening to all these thoughts from people that was never credible. Make sure who you are seeking advice from is a credible source. Make sure, I'm serious. You can't be asking a hoe about relationship advice. You can't be asking a home wrecker about relationship advice. You cannot be asking a cheater about relationship advice. You cannot ask the non-committal about a committed relationship. You cannot. It doesn't work. It does not work. They're not going to give you real, sincere advice. They're not. They're not. And again, it doesn't matter how long they've been in that situation. Some people are in that situation because they're just settled in there. They got kids together. They got a house together. They got something together that binds them. It could be a trauma bond that they have together. That doesn't mean that they're happy. That does not mean there's actually God in the relationship. There's love in the relationship. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That doesn't mean that there's happiness in the relationship. Be around people. Take advice from people that you actually aspire to be like. If you don't love how they raise their kids, why are you asking them kid advice? Why are you asking them for kid advice? You don't even like how they raise their children. You don't like how they treat their husband. Why is you even talking about a relationship with them? Why? You see how they treat their husband. You see how they treat their wife. Why the hell is you asking them? You see how they cheated on everybody. You see how they don't care about breaking people's homes up and dealing with people that are married or dealing with people in a relationship. Why ask them for advice? What are you doing? What are you doing? Someone needs to hear this. Like, what are you doing, babe? You're better off searching on Google for them credible resources instead of asking these motherfuckers that is around you that you don't have no good example. You think that I was asking certain people in my family about relationship advice when a lot of people in my family have failed as marriages? Why would I ask them about a marriage? They don't know. They don't know true love. A lot of people getting married because they got kids together. A lot of people getting married because they feel like they're getting too old, so they just get married to the next thing that's there. I won't ask them about true love. I can't even explain a true love feeling, how I felt when I met a certain person. They never felt that when they met their person. They never felt that. They're not in love, they're in lust. They're not in love, they're in dependence. Motherfuckers is depending on these men, or motherfuckers is depending on these wives for many things. Financial matters, stability matters, home, cars. It's not love. So if you asking someone, you get into a fight with your girl and you love this girl to death and y'all get into a little argument, and now you talking to these friends of yours who never been in a serious relationship, who don't understand how you feel, doesn't understand how your heart beat for this person. And you asking them for advice. Do you really, sincerely, honestly, truly think that they're going to give you some real advice when they never felt no connect? They don't even understand what type of connection you're talking about. Your best bet is getting on Google and asking them about a soulmate, true love connection. Not these folks. Make sure who you're getting advice from is credible sources. Even jobs, and you want to be a business owner. Why is you asking someone who doesn't see that far, who works for people all their life, who was always scared to take that risk, who's scared, who got fear, the spirit of fear holding them back? Why would you be talking to them or asking them or anything about you starting a new business? They wouldn't understand. If anything, they're going to be hating on you, yo. Y'all need to get it together. Like, make sure the people that you are really confiding in with your issues and with your problems and stuff like that, they are credible. Motherfuckers don't be credible and y'all be getting advice from these folks. Oh, well, I've been married for 10 years, or I've been in this relationship with this man for 10 years. I know how men is. Oh, I know women, child. I've been with her. You don't. You know that woman. You know that ain't shit, man. But you don't know women. You don't know everybody. You don't know real love because y'all in lust. Y'all don't love each other for real. Y'all don't love each other. Because if people really, really loved each other, you wouldn't be able to go off and do these things. You will really try to fix it. Something in your spirit will be pulling you towards that person. If it's true love, if it's a divine union, something is going to be pulling you. Don't break your own heart. Don't disrespect your own heart, bro, because you want to be listening to people. You want to be too critical. You being logical. You trying to listen to every dang on person and try to put the facts. Everything don't have facts. Everything don't have facts. And I'm going to end it right here because my next video is going to be about that. How people can be way too logical looking for the facts of things, and it doesn't always work like that. It does not always work like that. It's a deep inner knowing, okay? The Holy Spirit is a deep inner knowing, okay? Your intuition, it's a deep inner knowing. Your heart is a deep inner knowing. It's not always facts. It's not always facts on that. If it was always facts, it would be way more people in this world that believe that God is real. But because no one actually seen God, they don't believe that it's real. But the people that have that deep inner knowing, the people that have that consciousness, the people that actually have an intuition that they listen to, that follow their heart, that can listen to their heart, you know God is real. It's a deep inner knowing. It's not nothing that could really be proven. The only way it's proven is through our testimonies, okay? All the people in the Bible, they have testimonies that show you how God came through for them. That's the testimony. But a lot of times when these people is telling you how they seen God, or how he sent the angel, or how God spoke to them in their dreams, people wouldn't believe them. But it's a deep inner knowing. You know when God is trying to give you a message in your dreams. It's a deep inner knowing, y'all. And I don't want to say too much on this video because, like I said, I'm doing that on the next video. So let's get right into it. Make sure, like I said, these people you are seeking advice from is credible resources. Because if not, you could break your own heart. You could jeopardize yourself. You could keep your own self stagnant. You need to be around people that vibrate on the same vibe as you, that understand love the same way you do, that understand entrepreneurship the same way you do, that understand real friendships that understand loyalty the same way you do. You cannot be asking motherfuckers that ain't loyal to the soil. Okay, y'all? So I'll catch y'all in my next video. Check that one out. All right, bye.